Praise God. Bless
Bring
you,
that
Lord.
microphone down a
Bless
little
you.
bit, Bill.
Thank you.
Bring the microphone down.
So
Hold
we'll
down.
put this- Thank you.
Well, today I want to read the story of Zacchaeus. Jesus entered Jericho, and he was passing through. A man there was named Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but being a short man, he could not because of the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig to see him. Since Jesus coming that way, when Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people began to mutter. He was going to see guests of a sinner, but Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Jesus said to him, today salvation come to this house, because this man too is the son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to save what was lost. Now it says that Zacchaeus was short, so he climbed a sycamore fig. He wanted to see Jesus' face because, Jesus was a celebrity, kind of. And since he climbed up the sycamore fig, and whenever he climbed up the sycamore fig, Jesus welcomed him like he welcomes all. Now, I've been hated, and, I guess everybody else has. But, now, Jesus said that I must stay at your house today. He welcomed him not only because he was a sinner, because he welcomed him because he said he was the son of Abraham. And he wanted to save what was lost. Now, from the crowd's reaction, they all began to mutter. He said, whenever they were muttering, has he gone to be a guest of a sinner? Well, everybody sins. Every day. All the time. Now, they began to sin too, so they're all sinners too. So, doesn't care what the crowd says now. Now, since he was short, he was short. And people, I think that's one of the reasons why people didn't like him. Because he was different. Jesus welcomes all. All. Even the ones that have cheated. Now, he said that ever since he came to eat dinner with him, he says, I'll give half of my possessions to the poor. Half of his possessions. Well, that's more than 10% right there. I know I get $10 every day.
Preach on, preacher.
I will pay, if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Now and ever since Jesus talked to him, he's been gladly giving to the poor. And I'll pay back. Whenever Jesus said that everything was lost, well, today salvation has come to the house because this man, too, is son of Abraham, where the Son of Man came to seek and save what was lost. Well, what was lost is, back then, there wasn't many preachers besides Jesus and the disciples. So, Jesus was looking for disciples, more disciples. So he wanted to seek and to save what was lost for more disciples. And, everybody here is son of Abraham. That's everybody. You all heard the song "Son of Abraham," right?
Father Abraham.
Father Abraham.
Yeah.
It says, this man too is son of Abraham. Since he was the son of Abraham, we're all brothers and sisters. And since we're all brothers and sisters, you should not treat your brother and sisters you should not treat him like that, since he's gone to be a guest of a sinner. Now, of course they didn't know that because they didn't hear me preaching.
Let's go. Close it up. Close it up.
Now, since he was wealthy, Zacchaeus was very wealthy, because he's cheated a lot of people. And back then, they believed that all the tax collectors cheated people to get all of their money. Now, since it says I'll give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I cheat by anything 4 times that amount, that's all of his money. Clearly, because he must have cheated a lot of people to get all their money. So, that's my story today by Zacchaeus. Also, Jesus is always watching you. He's always watching you. He doesn't care what you do or anything. He's always watching you. Now in Psalms 136, 139, verse 2, you know when I sit and when I rise, you perceive my thoughts from afar. Well, that means he's always watching you. Always. Okay, that's it.
Put up the